All right, guys. Sorry for coming on a little bit late. I know I said 9:30, but some stuff came up tonight, and so we're up at Judd Trail. I'm with Hawaiian Hauntings and just a bunch of really cool people. Earlier, before I came on, though, it looks like it's going to rain real quick. Earlier, before I came on, there was like several spirit boxes that were happening. The one that I did had some really spooky stuff. Apparently, there was a woman here trying to communicate, and at one point, something threw like a rock at my leg. So that was pretty bizarre. Anyway, guys, whether you watch this now or later on, I'm updating all of you folks on what will be going on for the Halloween season with myself. Faye, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. I got Joe here and Hawaiian Hauntings. Very good live streaming that they did. And so let me give you a rundown of what's going to be happening in the next several weeks. So the most big one for myself, Koniko, it's so good to see you. The big one for me is Man Camera Ghost, which of course you guys know. I go out by myself and I see who's out there, right? So what I will probably end up doing, it'll be the conclusion from the last two sessions that I did, probably will be at Morgan's Corner. It's going to be a little bit different this time. Man Camera Ghost should be around maybe around October 29th or 30th. 31st, we're still working on building up that as well. I'm going to be doing another thing with my haunted doll, Melissa, and that's coming up. They're going to be doing a spirit box session, which I might fuse into another experience because, good to see you, Pokey. On my last one that I did up at Morgan's Corner, someone said from the spirit box, it's time to go to the cemetery. So because that was said, I kind of waited for this month. Ruthie, it's good to see you. To fulfill that request, David, it's good to see you as well, my friend. To fulfill that request. So what I will probably do, I'm going to probably take Melissa, and I never took her there before. I took her to many different places, but I'll probably take her to the cemetery and do that. Then there's one that's going to be questions and answers with ghosts. I should give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. So with that particular spirit box session, when everybody shows up, you guys have free reign. Ask questions and see if anyone answers you on the spirit box. Now, there's two ways of doing that. You can do that by leaving a comment on this particular video, questions that you want to have asked, and I can ask the questions during the spirit box and see if they will answer you. Or you can show up live when I do that, and you can ask questions at that particular time as well. This is also an opportunity for you folks, if you want to share any stories, go ahead and share them with me, and I will share them at one of the events. I'm not going to say which one, but I'm going to share that at one of the events. So you guys have a couple of weeks to do that. And you do that by checking out my email. Go to obakihunter51@gmail.com. Drop your story there, or drop your story on this particular video or any other video that I will be doing during the month of October. Just share your story and I'll tell everyone your story right here on YouTube. So that's a pretty good deal, guys. You can't go wrong with that at all. Hope you guys are doing very, very well. I'm pretty much ready now to do something else. I haven't really shared this yet, and I don't know if Joe wants me to share it. Maybe I don't know. We're thinking of doing a virtual ghost tour, and that's going to be starting next week. So the virtual ghost tours will be occurring on Friday, and you have the opportunity to tune in and listen to two different live streams that we're going to be doing, because we're going to be doing two different locations next week, Friday. And then after that, the following Friday or so, we will be doing another one or two different locations. Joe's going to share some great stories. I'm going to share some of my personal experiences with what happened to me at these locations. So we did this before. I did a Ghost Hunters tour years ago, but it went crazy that night. Just to let you guys know, it went really, really crazy. So we're going to try and do it differently this year and do it on a virtual landscape. So you guys can tune in for that. And You're going to like the locations. It's going to be very interesting. And I'm going to let that be a surprise for you. So you guys tune in next week, Friday. I can't give you an exact time right now, but if you just check my notifications like you guys always do, check the notifications and you'll be there. You'll be there listening to Joe and me talk about these places that we've gone to. And then probably right around Halloween, there's going to be something else. That I'm not really too sure about yet, but I know Halloween is a night where we address that particular evening. We address those type of experiences that occur. So Halloween night should be interesting as well. And I will update you guys about that too. Kind of nervous about the man camera ghost though. But why wouldn't I be nervous about that? Because on those particular nights, you know, strange things happen with the spirit box. Strange things happen around me and stuff. And I think it'll be great for you guys at least. Not for me, but it'll be great for you guys to watch. And that's, again, is going to be right before Halloween, guys. So I will put that up on the community board, and you guys can check out the night and everything for that. And if anything else comes up, because you never know, then I will post that as well. And that's about it. I want to do a really short, quick video, update all you guys, give you guys an idea of what's going to happen, and then take it from there. I'm going to run the ball starting next week. I might even do something before the virtual ghost tour. So keep an eye on that as well, because I come up with ideas all the damn time. So I want you guys to be able to have an idea of what's going on with the channel, and also drop a line in my comment section if there's something in particular you would like to see. Kind of limited right now because we still got this stupid pandemic going on. So, but we're going to do the best that we can. And I got good people to work with on this. I'm going to really put my heart into this particular virtual ghost tour that you guys are going to get. Yeah, share you guys' ghost stories. Share them, because you're going to really like when I share your stories. Because if not, I'll just sit there and tell some of my stories on this one particular night. I won't say which event that'll be, but let me know if you have any stories you'd like to share, or just drop them in the comments and I will share that as well. I might even put in the H3 stories, some of them as well, and we'll go over that too. I haven't checked out the H3 video. It's now over, I think, over 30,000 views, and I think people are leaving comments here and there. So I'll go check out what's going on with that too. Guys, I have to go right now because of the weather and everything. But keep that in mind, that things are going to happen this October on this channel, okay? And that's all I got to share with you guys right now. Live from Judd Trail, guys, where it's been a rather interesting evening with the spirit box. I don't know who threw that rock at me. I don't know who said, find her, or anything like that. I don't know who Steve is, because Steve kept trying to talk. So keep that all in mind. And also one final thing, yeah? Again, as always, when we do the spirit boxes, you guys know the routine, right? You feel something funny and stuff like that, pull away from it, and then come back afterwards. Thank you very much. Aloha. It's going to be a good season. I'm really hyped about what's going on right now. Oh, and of course, guys, do me all a favor. Go over to Hawaiian Hauntings. Joe is doing a lot of stuff this month. Matter of fact, I think me and Joe have talked about doing an interview where we will be talking about Glenn Grant. That's going to be great, guys. We're going to be doing a show about Glenn Grant and, you know, talk about some of his stories that he shared. I think that man deserves to be acknowledged. So we're going to be doing that. That's going to be your interview for October, okay? Joe's fantastic. You guys have seen him before on the channel. We've shared a lot of crazy stuff, but we're going to just pay homage to the man, the one guy that really put us on the map when it comes to ghost stories. So look forward to that. I will give you guys the date for that. I'm working it out with Joe. Joe's got a lot of stuff on his plate because it's Halloween, but we will have a discussion about Glenn Grant. Thank you, Boogie. Thank you, everybody out there. No, Glenn Grant's story is going to be on my on my channel. It's going to be an interview with Joe, and we're going to talk about Glenn Grant and the stories that really mean a lot to us. And so look for that, guys. Look forward for that. Glenn is awesome. Glenn is absolutely awesome. I'm going to go through the Obaki files, and I'm going to pick my favorite stories as well. I know Joe has a bunch of favorite stories too, and we're just going to go. We're going to go right through them. And then if you guys like, share as well. Share what you guys feel is important to you. Winston and everybody out there, thank you for being here. Kelsey, everybody. The Obaki Files is a great book. Yes, it's a fantastic book. And so we're going to be doing that this month. This month, maybe within the next week or so. I'll talk with Joe. We'll get that all squared away. And then we'll spend an hour or so talking about our favorite stories from the Obaki file, which I think is fantastic. Or we may put that right before Halloween. It just depends on everybody's schedule. Eric, it's good to see you as well. So look for that, guys, okay? Because I'm really excited to do the Obaki files. I got to meet Glenn myself. Glenn is a fantastic person. And one of the stories, well, the story that I shared with Glenn, who knows? Oh, thank you, Boogie. I try to be as good as I can with everything. One of the stories that I shared with Glenn that put me on his radio show, I may or may not share. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Time constraints and everything else too. But that's it for now, guys. It's off and on with the rain. In Hawaii, rain can be a blessing too. So let's just hope that that's what that is, because I don't know who threw the rock at me. But that's the kind of stuff that happens when you go out to haunted places. Unexpected happens. Earlier too, an update on Judd Trail. I heard voices. People heard conch shells. It was pretty active over here. Yeah, if you want to submit your stories, take what Aloha said and send it to my email. This is the month to do it, guys. If you want to share a story or so, let me know. I have like one or two great stories. One of them has to do with an Ouija board. The other one has to do with Wildlife Drive-In that a friend told me about before, and I've never ever shared them. So I might share that as well. But I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to
Let's continue this
let me know.
nature calls.
Nature calls?
So let's continue this in the car.
Okay. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to go. I will talk to you guys soon. Ghosts of Hawaii, you're home for a dose of ghosts. And all the things that happen in the month of October. Take care. God bless. Aloha.